Welcome to the April 19th gathering of the Reuse Authority here. I usually start my Parks Board meeting with one historical fact, so I'm not going to change. I've been doing this long enough. American Revolution began on this day, 1775. So there you go. You wouldn't get a chance to get out and enjoy the warm weather. I guess December is returning, people. So Mr. Johnson, Lacey Johnson is joining us remotely, and Russ is not joining us. Okay, yeah, but we have a quorum, and so to kick off tonight's activities, Mr. Fenwick, you got any treasurer report for us?
No, nothing to report at this time.
All right, thank you, sir. We have several actionable items here tonight. All of them we've been dealing with over the last couple of months. We're going to put them to rest. First is approval of the March 15, 2021 minutes. If there are any changes, additions, subtractions, please make them known. Okay.
I'll second.
All right. We'll go person by person. Mr. Fenwick?
Yes.
Ms. Powers?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
Thank you. And it's approved. Our first resolution 2102. Convey certain buildings and structures formerly located 5803 Lawton Loop East Drive, commonly referred to as the former Communications Building, now known as the Visual Arts Center. New location at 8970 Post Road to the City of Lawrence in accordance with terms depicted in the transfer agreement. Ms. Aletha, can you give us a little education on that, please?
Yes, that's the historic building that was relocated from behind Lawton Loop East, right on Post Road that you've seen. This is for the Reuse Authority to officially transfer that to the city. And I think that will all officially take place once the windows are in on that building. And it's kind of receives its substantial completion.
Thank you. Would entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
I'll second.
Comments, questions to Ms. Dunstan? Being none, I'll start with Ms. Powers. Ms. Powers?
Aye.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Fenwick?
Aye.
All right. Resolution passed. Windows are going in as we speak in that building. That's been the big hang-up. Our second resolution, convey alcoholic beverage permit to Beer Baron in accordance with negotiated terms and approved transfer agreement. Ms. Dunstan?
Yes. This is a permit that the FHRA has had in escrow for the past 5 years. So we'll be transferring that to Triton so that they can expand their offerings to the fort and include a 3-way liquor license and carry out.
Would entertain a motion.
I move to approve resolution 021-03.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
Mr. Johnson?
Approve, yes. Or yes.
Ms. Powers?
Aye.
Mr. Fenwick?
Aye.
Thank you kindly. All right, resolution 2021-04, approval of transfer agreement with Lawton Loop East Condominium, Inc. for conveyance property 5803 Lawton Loop East to LLE Condos in exchange for the acquisition of certain parcel of real estate and more particularly depicted in transfer agreement. Ms. Dunstan?
So now that the building's been relocated from behind Lawton Loop East, this is to transfer the remaining parcel of property. It's about 1/3 of an acre to the Lawton Loop East Condo Association in exchange for a piece of property they have behind the PX building of just adored 5745 Lawton Loop East that is currently controlled by the Fort Harrison Reuse Authority.
I would entertain a motion.
Make the motion.
Second?
I second.
Any other comments, questions? Mr. Fenwick?
Aye.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Ms. Powers?
Aye.
All right.
I just want to add on that, before any transfer actually takes place, we have agreed to restore the site, fill the hole, remove the basement, and those kind of things, and kind of get that back to its natural state of things before it's transferred. So that'll take a few months or so.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. Last actionable item is resolution 2105, executes performance of project agreement for conveyance of property to Davis Building Group, LLC, for development of 18 market rate townhouses, subject to necessary changes by board officers or executive director. Entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
Second?
Second.
Questions, comments? Being none, Mr. Johnson? Still there, Lace? Uh-oh. The phone went dark. It's never a good thing.
Hi, Lacey, are you still there? You may be on mute.
Hello?
Well, you still have 3 folks that can vote if you.
Yeah. Mr. Fenwick?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion 2020-05 carries. Report, Ms. Dunstan.
Yeah, so at the end of the meeting, we will have a time for open questions if I miss anything that you want to hear about. But in general, if you drive around the fort, you'll see a lot of construction. The cultural campus that the city and Arts for Lawrence are partnering on will be done and celebrated here in May, right at Post and Otis. Further down Otis Avenue, the Civic Plaza that it's traditionally hosted the Farmers Market and just most recently the Winterfest is currently under design for its kind of permanent state and a little more hardscape and some new lighting and benches and seating opportunities and a little bit of art. Should break ground this fall and be open next spring to the public. Across the street from that, the Hilton True Hotel, the 98-room hotel, is broken ground, so you'll see that construction well underway, scheduled to open next spring. The library, about a block down from that, at Melner and Otis Avenue and 56th, should be through design and I think break ground at the end of this year and be open to the public in the beginning of 2023. The library itself will likely be done at the end of 2022, but since this is a new branch, they still have to do a whole new collection and hire an entirely new staff. So that's going to be the delay between completion and opening. It's not like they closed down one branch and are moving over. So it's a whole new library. The David Weekley Homes project, the single family homes, phase 3 over there on Wheeler Avenue was originally 60 homes. We are closing on 5 more lots this week. So that will take us down to 19 available lots at that project. So probably, hopefully, seeing a close out of that project this year as well.
Thank you, ma'am.
I don't know if I missed any.
Just one comment from the chair here. I'm going to call out to Mr. Trace Yates in the audience. I'm not putting, you don't have to come up and speak. I wear another hat as overseeing the Parks Prep Board President, and we do have a city Parks Foundation, and they currently right now are in the process. If you go to their website, you purchase a tree. There will be a massive tree planting operation out at Veterans Park coming up a week from Friday, and just very proud to say our city has made cultural campus. I keep going back to what's happening on the fort. Civic Plaza, we have a foundation. Just want to give a shout out to Trace for years' efforts, and in the future, continue to work with you on one of our best kept secrets at our park. So thank you, sir.
Great.
With that, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Just some other dates. So I mentioned before, the State of the City address has been rescheduled to May 12th over lunch at the Garrison, so you can register with the Greater Lawrence Chamber for that. I mentioned the Fort Bend Cultural Campus will be hosting a ribbon cutting and kind of all-day festival event coming up shortly in May 22nd, if you want to mark your calendars. And while the Otis Apartments, the new apartments under construction, had a soft opening last week, they're planning a grand opening June 10th at 3 p.m. So you'll be able to take tours, as well as the pool will be done, and they're doing a nice kind of historic postcard art mural on the pool wall, the old, greetings from historic Fort Bend with the images and the different letters. So that will all be done by June.
Any comments from our friends in the audience here? Feel free. Throw rocks at us.
Yeah.
Okay, any comments from the board? Mr. Johnson, Ms. Powers?
Nope.
Okay, being none? Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought you were about to adjourn, and
We are. If,
I did want to ask a question.
Oh, yeah, come on
would you
down,
come up to the mic?
Bruce. I can put my old man glasses on.
First, what the status of the PX is, and
So we, yeah, thank you. So the PX at 5745 that I mentioned, the kind of final building that the Reuse Authority controls. We did go through a call for offers in the last few months, received 5 very solid offers, and have been doing all the interviews, and we have narrowed down to one that we're negotiating with. So I hope by May's board meeting, we'll have a final project agreement to present to the board and to the public.
Thank you. Trace,
Would you come in and say?
you're okay.
Last resolution passed, I think it was 3 Davis homes, townhomes. I didn't hear the details of that.
So parcel C is, if you know the Boardwalk Ravine area right at on Post Road, just north of that. Trying to think I don't have the address. Unfortunately, is it on here?
Yes. Get little wind glasses on. 5747.
Okay, 5747, which Post Road. So it's about an acre site. So there's a project, Davis Homes is proposing 18 market rate townhomes. So that's a residential opportunity we haven't currently offered outside of the historic condos on Lawton Loop. So we're excited about it. This is the project agreement portion. So then they would go into design and permitting and those kind of things. But I know they were pretty excited about the opportunity. So I think that one will move pretty quickly.
You know the price range?
I don't yet, not necessarily, but at the time we were discussing it, somewhere between 230 and 280 a unit is what I had last, but a lot has happened with the market since that number. Not all negative, so it could be right in that range, so. Sorry, would you mind?
Come on down.
Will that take the whole space that goes all the way to Burt's?
Yes, it's a 1 acre site.
Close all the way to Burt's?
Oh, not away to Birds, no, sorry.
The northwest corner of Burt's and, okay.
Yeah, it's, do you know where the Marion Quarters building is? Right behind that, yeah.
Take up that whole corner.
Yeah.
That's where that light post is down. Thank you.
She was going to come until she heard that. She was very angry.
Oh,
We
do
won't.
you have any questions or concerns on her behalf that I can help answer?
We all love that empty
Right.
course,
Right.
so we're disappointed.
Well, one thing I can tell you is a significant part of that portion still lies in the more historic part of the fort as far as the ordinances. So it'll have to be developed to an even higher standard than a lot of the other areas of the fort. So if that helps. Okay.
Anything else we can help with? Answer. Anything? Board members? All right. I move we adjourn.
Move.
Good evening.
Thank you.
Enjoy what's left. See you, Lace.
Thanks, Lacey.